So for me, the moment that started happening, which was after date 2 or 3, I was searching. So maybe 3 months in is when I came across the language twin flame. And I at first was doing probably what you're doing, researching, Googling, trying to find someone who's going to give you the better answer. We're always trying to find someone who's going to give you the better answer. You're like, okay, I don't like what they said. Let me go to this one. And I will say the only one who came close, and the only one, I don't listen to any of it anymore at all for at least a year. But it was a woman. She's the only one who came close. And she's the one who said, focus on yourself. And that was very practical to me. And I like practical advice. I didn't need all this woo-woo romance stuff. I already was experiencing that. I was already experiencing the romance real time. So I already knew what it felt like. But in the beginning, you're going to be searching for everyone who can give you the right answer, who gives you the answer you want to hear, who gives you timing, who gives you, this is going to happen because it's a new moon, a full moon. Tarot says this is bullshit. None of this is true. Of course, there are energetic alignments that affect all of us on the planet, planetary, astronomy, moons, and ocean. That's true, but it's not because you're a twin flame that it's affecting you. It's just affecting you because the Mother Earth is a living being. She's a living being. She's sentient being, Mother Earth. The Earth is sentient. So she's growing. So sometimes we feel these growing pains with her as she changes. But I just want to save you time. I want to save you time. So I quickly realized, yeah, this is something different. I quickly was talking to him about it. We're close. So I could say, we like each other. We're intimate. We like, I'm talking about, I'm going to treat it the way I experienced it. So I'm talking about how I was feeling at the time that it happened. I was comfortable, I was telling him, like, this is crazy. Like, what is this feeling? He's saying the same thing. Like, this is unbelievable. But he would be more like, I told you it was going to be like this. He's a guy. So it was more sexual for him. It was more attraction for him, more chemistry for him, more, we're so compatible, just that kind of language. I think when he tries to understand his feelings, I think everyone tries to make sense of what's happening based on their lens and the way they are oriented to life. So he is oriented to women, and he likes partnership, and he likes intimacy, and he's romantic and all these things. And sexual. So I think that's the way he explained it to me. I'm more spiritual. And he's spiritual too, but I'm trying to understand it spiritually more than I am anything, but also physically, like, what the heck just happened to me? Again, I thought maybe because I hadn't been intimate with anyone in a deep way outside of like a kiss here or there, or hugging or cuddling and things like that. I was not having intercourse with people. So I just thought maybe I hadn't been intimate enough to, like, and even beyond the sex though, I just literally, like, he could touch me and it's a shock. Like, you know how you get electric shock when you're on a carpet? Like, that's what was happening. The first day we went on a date, like, we touched each other, we literally got a shock. Like, and that happens every time we connect. But I'm telling you, like, it didn't take me a long time. It only took me the couple dates. Saw him 3 times in maybe a month or 3 weeks. The first time, I didn't pay them much attention, and he actually got on my nerves a little bit. And then we parted ways. We had a little date, but we're friends, so we were still, texting or what have you. And then maybe 2 weeks, I realized he knows how to pace himself. He knows me enough to know, like, probably stand down a little because maybe I got on her nerves. And then so we saw each other maybe 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later. But then that time, the second time, is when it really felt like, wow. And that was a full night into the morning, and just, going out and just having an amazing time. Every single time is amazing. Our time together, we laugh together, we get along so well. We're like-minded. We're both very smart. I like really smart people, not book smart, but he's just really, really intelligent, wise people. He's one of them. I'm the same way. And so we get along. We have a lot of things in common, entrepreneurs and startups and just all the things, creativity. So our time together is always amazing. So after the second time, I was like, okay, that was unusual. I just didn't know why. I was just crazy. And then he said the same. So then a week later, we saw each other again, literally 1 week later. And that's when he said it to my face. He said, he was like, this feels, he used the word peculiar. He said, I was like, this feels peculiar. Like, we both would say we had an amazing time and all the things that you would normally say. But when he used peculiar, I cracked up laughing because it's a curious, like, I don't understand. On the surface, it seems like just, you met a really cool, you're dating or interacting with a really cool person. Y'all are both attracted to each other. You're eating, you're out, you're having food, just a great night. But it's just this scratching your head. What the hell was that? So I realized when he said it felt peculiar to him, he was commenting on the time before. But my point is, it didn't take me a long time to realize this is very unusual to start. And then the unraveling, you are on your knees. You physically feel pain. I'm going through an awakening. My cells felt like they were on fire. My physical body inside felt like it was transforming. Like, I remember talking to my healer and it was like, when you're healing or when you have transformation, do you feel it on a cellular level? I felt that my body at night would be tingling and all kinds of stuff. It was just crazy. It was like being in a washing machine, just going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, on fire at the same time. I don't know why I'm using the word fire. Just like, it's just so disorienting. You don't know what's happening to you. And as much as you're excited to get that phone call from them or text or what have you, to interact with them, for me, I would tell him it would take me 4 days to feel normal after just being around him.